This is an ArcGIS Online application that was created using one of their templates. The templates are actually downloadable and you can grab them very easily. Now, one of the key things you have to do when using ArcGIS Online is you have to actually go to the map and create a map. And I'm already in the map here and I've already added a couple things. So you can create a new map and add different resources, including resources from your ArcGIS server specifically, as long as it's publicly accessible, as well as from any other ArcGIS server or other resource like OGC ones. I've added a few here. I've added worst case scenario forecast for next 48 hours for snow, Environment Canada weather radar, and then there's also a WMS service here that's turned off. So these individual items are what are providing the map that you're looking at here. Now what I'd like to do is share this map, and you can share it to the organization. It has to be available publicly. But this map itself is just literally a map. It's not an application. You can notice there's create a web map here. And the web app itself, then you can choose a template. And if you go choose any specific template, like the simple map viewer here, you get a couple of different options. Create web app will allow you to create it directly in ArcGIS Online, host it in ArcGIS Online, and actually edit the settings to make it work. So it's actually the easiest way to get it working, but then you're dependent on ArcGIS Online. You can actually download this and be able to get at the underlying app. And so in this case, I'll just download the zip file for this. And then that pops up this information here. And this is literally the application itself with all the HTML, the JavaScript, and everything else you would need. So if you deploy that onto your server, you can start using it. So I've downloaded this and placed it on, in my case here, my Azure server, but you can put this onto your AWS server as well. Wherever you'd like to host it, it could actually even be in your htdocs. Now this location is on my desktop currently, so I need to copy this and place it in a location that will be web shareable. In a normal Windows server, if it has IIS, you have the ability to host files in the inetpub www root. So anything placed in this location is available on the web. This is similar to your htdocs folder. So you'll notice here I've actually created a folder called weather, and I've already copied these files over to this location. So when I opened up this item in my browser, you'll notice that it actually is my URL or IP number if you have that, or your htdocs path, and then it's the folder that's within that inetpub folder. In this case, it's weather. So that's actually what I'm looking at here. See inetpub www root weather. So this application is the default, and you'll notice it does actually have a map already embedded into it. This is just the demo, and we want to change this to make it my weather map. And all you have to do is a couple of small edits. Now, you've downloaded the app, so you're hosting it yourself, so it's expecting you to make those changes yourself. So you need to go and edit them, and each template's a little bit different, but ultimately what you're going to do is go edit a file and change the web map. So here's the web map that is the default. And what I'm going to do is just simply change that to be my app instead. So I had that app open. And you can notice here in the Create New Web App, it actually does give you the map ID. And it's also available in the URL up here. So it's trying to give you that ID in a lot of different places. And so I'm just going to copy that out. We'll say done. So there's nothing really I can do here, and it's, as I said, it's up in the URL. And also if you're browsing your data, so my content, and this is class demo. So I open up class demo, and it has to be a web app, or web map, not an app. That's the deployed template. This is the service kind of thing. It's like a collector of services. You can have more than one service in here. So if I open up even just this and looking at it, the ID is even up here as well. So you can get this ID in lots of different places, but I find the easiest place is from the URL. So once you have that ID, all you need to do is paste it in here, save it, and there's a whole bunch of other settings, and you'll see the comments around them to be able to change how this interface is working. But let's go take a look at this application now. Where are we? This one, and I just need to refresh it. Now this is going to probably try to use the existing deployment, so I need to do a hard refresh. So either open it up in an incognito window or press Shift on your keyboard and then press the load button, which will force it to reload. And now you can see my map from ArcGIS Online is actually deploying in that template from my own server. And that is how you use a web app template from ArcGIS Online on your own server.